Let me new webcam. Hey everyone. This week on This Week in WWE, it's obviously been Royal Rumble yesterday. So we're going to cover that. And we're going to cover Raw and possibly SmackDown. I'm not sure yet. Depends. I do see that I need a new webcam if I'm going to continue to do the lives on my PC. So that's one thing that I'll be looking into. So yeah, let's start off with Raw. So we started off with AJ Styles challenging CM Punk, or CM Punk challenging AJ Styles, which was a match that was happening in the main event. Then we had Stephanie Becker, Rhea Ripley, Neo Sky. They defeated the Judgment Day. Yeah, it was a good match. Very back and forth. But yeah, good match for the ladies. And then after that, we had Adam Pearce apologising to Braun Breaker and the Vision. I'm quite intrigued where this is going. So, as we saw yesterday in the Rumble, there's still quite a lot of animosity between the Vision, Adam Pearce, and yeah, it kind of spilled over. I've seen, if you haven't seen the Royal Rumble, you might want to mute this part. But there was a Braun Breaker came out at number 2, and as he got to ringside, a masked man jumped in and stomped him. I don't want to say it's Seth Rollins because I want to believe that he's still injured. I don't wish injury on anyone, but I yeah, if he's not and he's playing around again like he did at Saturday night's main event into SummerSlam, then yeah, it's one of those things that's gonna get old rather soon. So yeah, I don't want them to keep going back to things that worked once because, in my opinion, they're not gonna work all the time. And then we had Austin Theory. He defeated Rey Mysterio. It was a match that was set up because of what happened on previous Monday Night Raw when Rey Mysterio used brass knucks to defeat the Vision. It was only a short match. It wasn't anything fantastic. Then we had a number one contenders match with Alpha Academy defeating the New Day and Los Americanos. I'm rather happy that Alpha Academy won that match. They deserve to. They deserve to win it. And I don't think they're going to win the tag titles off Usos, but I think they're going to put up a good fight for them. Yeah, it was another good match. But yeah, I'm hoping that that match happens soon. I think it's even going to happen tomorrow night on Raw. And then we had the main event, which was CM Punk versus AJ Styles. Ended in a no contest. But let me go back to what actually happened early on in the evening. CM Punk bumped into Finn Balor in the hallway, and CM Punk was saying, basically, if you want to be taken serious, you got to ditch the Judgment Day to Finn Balor. And Finn Balor looked like he was thinking it over. Then a bit later on, Finn bumps into Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan then says, "Are you ready to go? Let CM Punk belittle you in front of your crowd, your home crowd." So then comes the main event. It's very hard hitting between Punk and Styles. And then towards the end of the match, Finn Balor comes out and attacks Punk and AJ Styles. Personally, I think because I think he hit Punk first, so I honestly think, well, if it was back in the 90s, Punk would have won by disqualification because Balor hit Punk first. But yeah, um, Finn came in, wiped them both out, give CM Punk a couple of coup de grace. Yeah, and then so for that episode of Raw, out of 5 stars, I think I'm gonna give 3.5. It was good. Good. It was good. Um, some very good matches. Some equally as good backstage segments with Vision and Paul Heyman, Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce is doing great. I really rate him. And then you had the bits with CM Punk, Finn Balor, Liv Morgan. So yeah, all great. So yeah, 3.5 out of 5. I think it's a fair rating. And then we have SmackDown. I haven't got any notes on SmackDown. So I'm gonna quickly grab my iPad, just the iPad. If you give me 2 seconds, I'll just. There we go. So To start the night off, we had the Vision interrupting Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, Sami Zayn, and Jey Uso, which would then lead into a match for the main event between the Vision and the four competitors that I've just mentioned. Then we had the US Open Challenge between not Ilya Dragunov, Carmelo Hayes, and Ray Phoenix. I don't know what I wanted to say, Ilya Dragunov then. Very good match. Very high flying, obviously, because Ray Phoenix is a high flyer. Carmelo Hayes is really putting in the work. Is really good. I'm starting to like Carmelo. But then I don't really like Ilya Dragunov. So yeah, but we're not going to go into that. So yeah, Carmelo Hayes wins that match, and then we have Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss in the ring doing a promo. Then they was interrupted by the Judgment Day, Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez, Raquel Rodriguez. They start throwing jabs back and forth. And then Nick Aldis comes out and makes a match between Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. Again, another good match. That was won by Charlotte Flair and Alexa. Then we had Axiom versus Johnny Gargano. Yeah, I'm getting bored of this now. It's all over a mask that was stolen from Axiom. Now let's go back. Let's just push this one aside and let Axiom get back into the tag team title picture. Axiom won that, got his mask back, like I just said. Yeah, but it wasn't that great. Then we had Gunther come out and vow to end AJ Styles' career. And yeah, AJ tried to goad him into the ring, tried to goad Gunther into the ring. It seemed to have worked. Gunther got onto the apron and then turned around and left. And then we had Ilya Dragunov versus The Miz, which stemmed from last week when The Miz got involved in the open challenge between Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov. If you remember, The Miz pushed Ilya off the top rope, causing him to lose the match against Carmelo. So the match was made between Ilya and The Miz for SmackDown this week, which Ilya won. Yeah, I don't need to say it again, but yeah, I don't really like Ilya Dragunov, but yeah, he won the match. It was an okay match. Then we had Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, Sami Zayn, and Jey Uso versus the Vision, which ended in Cody Rhodes getting claymored or something by Drew, which I think it ended in a no contest. I don't get why matches these days end in no contest if somebody from the outside interferes. And then to end the show, we have Jacob Fatu attacking Drew McIntyre, which I really want them to have a singles match. It'll be very hard hitting and a very good match. Ratings out of 5 stars for that. 3 stars. Yeah. A few good matches, a few not so good matches. Uh, like I keep saying, I don't really understand why matches are getting thrown out as no contest when outside interference happens. It's different if both wrestlers are taken out at the same time, then yeah, that's no contest. But like the AJ Styles CM Punk match from Raw when Finn Balor got involved, he wiped out Punk first, so AJ should have got disqualified. But yeah, that's just me being picky. Um, so then on to the Royal Rumble. So we started off with the Women's Rumble, which was won by Liv Morgan. She lasted from number 14. So just over half the match she was in, which is incredible. I think it's very well deserved. She's fought back from injury in the past year, and she's been a constant since 2015, I want to say. So 11 years, it's quite a long time. So yeah, I think she deserves that win. And then we had, what did we have next? We had the Gunther AJ Styles match. Very good match. Best match of the night. I want to, yeah, just fantastic. I really enjoyed that match. And it's sad to see AJ has to retire from WWE, but he hasn't said he's retired from wrestling. If so, what I'm personally thinking is, yeah, he's retired from WWE, but now he's going to go have maybe a year in TNA. I don't think he's going to go to AEW just because he's got that respect for WWE and Triple H and the, yeah, the fact that he's got that respect for them. So I don't think he's gonna jump ship so soon to AEW. I think they're gonna put in an offer. I think they're gonna try and get him over, but I don't think he's gonna go straight away. If he does, it'll be after the TNA run. But yeah, very good match. And then we have the Drew McIntyre Sami Zayn match. Again, another very good match. Not as good as the Styles Gunther, but yeah, very good. Drew won the match and was looked good at winning it as well. He wasn't plays the great heel, doesn't he? And then we have the Men's Royal Rumble. When it comes to Rumble matches throughout the years, I don't think that's anywhere near even the middle of them. It was very lackluster. The wrong person won. I don't think Roman should have won it. But I guess they've got plans, and yeah, I'm not quite sure who's gonna face, whether it be Drew or Punk. If anyone, I'd want him to face Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship, but I wouldn't want him to win the World Heavyweight Championship. I'd want Punk to win that match, and then yeah, keep it until maybe SummerSlam, where he could face Seth. Yeah, I'm gonna say Seth, or even Gunther in a title. No, yeah, if Punk doesn't win, he has to retire. They're pushing Gunther as the career killer, so yeah, go for that. For Royal Rumble, the women's Royal Rumble match was good. The two singles matches were great. So out of 5 stars, I think, yeah, 3.5 again. I've seen several posts today about there being loads of empty seats after stadium supposedly empty, but yeah, what? So what if there's empty seats? Just enjoy the show. It's entertainment, and don't forget they're in Saudi Arabia. It was it's not the easiest place to get to, or yeah. So, and plus, I love it when the green shirt guy. Well, I love the fact that he didn't get his usual seat, which is top, because I can't stand him. He's a bit of an idiot. So now let's go into where are we? Yeah, so the amount of ad breaks during an episode on Raw was 11 ad breaks, and I think there was the same amount on SmackDown, which is highly annoying. They're on Netflix, for heaven's sake. Just yeah, if you're going to have ad breaks on USA, then just put something different on for the viewers of Netflix instead of pointless crappy music. It's highly annoying. And then we have what else was we gonna do? So at Royal Rumble there was the mystery attacker of Bron Breakker. There's speculation going around that it was Grayson Waller or Jake Paul. Who else was there? Adam Pearce even. I think I even saw someone like a page putting out that it was John Moxley from AEW. It's not going to be John Moxley. It's signed up until 2027, and is already said several times that he won't go back to WWE. He's happy out and about doing what he's doing now. So yeah, there's no point going on thinking it's John Moxley. He's not going to. He's happy where he is. So yeah, the most realistic one would probably be, I'm gonna say Jake Paul. Just imagine it being him and the brothers being in WWE. It'd be great, really. So yeah, I'm gonna say most realistic one would be Jake Paul, and the mouth kind of looked like his mouth. Uh, question is, do you think AJ Styles has retired from WWE or the wrestling business? That's a question. In videos, it said retired from WWE, but people have said that before. They've retired from WWE. Edge, he had his last match against Sheamus, and he said he'd retired from WWE, and then a few weeks later, he shows up in AEW. Yes, I know his contract expired, but yeah, that's the same with AJ. His contract's expired. I believe it has anyway, or it's expiring this month. So yeah, I'm not quite sure on this one. Gunther being called the career killer. Yeah, I like it. I do. It's a good thing from. He's retired Goldberg, he's retired Cena, he's retired AJ. It's yeah, and plus WWE's trademarked it now from the career killer. Mm. Now let's talk WWE games. I'm a massive gamer. I love video games. I buy the WWE game every year without fail, unless it was 2021 and then we didn't have a WWE game because 2020 was so bad. It was bad. It was horrendous. But every other year I bought it. I remember in the UK they'd have midnight launches at Game, and back in the late 90s at Electronic Boutique, which then became Game. And we also had Game Station. And I'd always go to midnight launch for the wrestling games, whether it be WWE Warzone or WWF Warzone, WWF Attitude, the SmackDown series, the SmackDown vs. Raw series, the THQ WWE 12, 13, 14, was it 2K. When did 2K start? 2K14 or 2K15? Whichever one it was. But yeah, I've always been for the midnight launch shift as being one. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this year's edition. I'm possibly gonna get the Monday Night War edition, if that's the one with all the other packs included. Um, I like to play the My Rise and my GM. Sometimes I stream my GM mode from WWE 2K25, which I'm gonna possibly do after this video. Um, so yeah, stick around for that. I'm just gonna quickly share the stream on Facebook on Moshx Wrestling. I'm live on a Sunday night on YouTube. Post, post. There we go. What else have we got to talk about? Independent wrestling. So the first two of these videos I've done independent wrestling promotion of the week. First one was LWP Lions Wrestling Promotion in Skegness, England, and then we had the German Wrestling Federation, which obviously runs in Germany. I haven't really done much research into looking for one for this week, so I'm gonna leave it for this week. But if you know of any promotions that you think should get a shout out, pop it in the comments or over on Facebook. Just, yeah, give me some promotions that you'd like me to look into. I'm a collector of Bray Wyatt White 6 memorabilia. This week I got the 3-pack of the White 6, comes with Eric Rowan, Nikki Cross, and Uncle Howdy, Ray Dallas. And I've heard that it's really difficult to get hold of them in some parts of the world. I got mine from Smith's Toys here in Germany. I paid just over €50 for them. But yeah, I highly recommend either looking at seeing if you can get them shipped over to the States or England from Germany. You might have to pay a bit more for postage, but it's always worth a try. So yeah, I have quite a few action figures. I think I've got 26 different Bray Wyatt figures, and I'm still looking for more. I want to get as many Bray Wyatt figures as I possibly can. Bray Wyatt is my favourite wrestler of all time. Not just because he's a good wrestler, it was because he was a good human being. And he, yeah, he was a good man. From what I've heard anyway. I never got to meet him, but what I've heard, I, yeah, he was a good man. Yeah, so that's it for this week, really. Gone a bit longer than I anticipated. Gone 36 minutes. So, yeah, if you haven't already, like, share, subscribe, all of that. Follow me on Facebook at MoshX Wrestling. And I'll see you next week for Volume 4 of This Week in WWE. Bye.